We're gonna ignore whatever's happening here. Hi, hello, I'm Songbird. You can call me Elle. Here's a vlog because I feel like it, which is. Did you hear that? Just me? Okay. Anyway, we're haunted. It's fine. It is October, to be fair. So remember when I played that video game that was like about being burnt out, and I was like, wow, I relate so hard. That was not for no reason. Your girl's been burnt out for a while, for a long while, and I don't think I realized how bad it was until around summer of 2025. And so July is really kind of when I started my hiatus, right? It's now October the 6th. Yes, the 6th. And I've streamed thrice, I believe, since July, which is wild. I've been streaming consistently since January 2023. And so to take this big of a time off is very strange. But I needed it so much, like just more than I could express. And it's been interesting to evaluate and like watch my relationship to the internet and Twitch, and not just Twitch as a viewer, but Twitch as a streamer, and watch how that has changed and watch how that has made a difference in my attention span, my energy level, which that's been wild. Let me just tell you. It's been interesting, and I wanted to kind of talk about that for just a quick moment and share with you what's been going on with me. So I stopped streaming in the beginning of July, and it was a decision that I fought myself on for a long time. It felt like I was being selfish, like I was being dramatic. It felt like, how could this be that big of a deal, right? But I talked to some friends that I feel very close to and I feel very connected with. And I feel grateful that they were able to offer some insight from their own experience, and from also just them saying, like, if you feel like that's what you need, then do it. What a mind-blowing thing, right? Like, just, I'm so grateful. So shout out to y'all. You know who you are. You're the best. So I did. I took steps back from streaming on Twitch, from watching Twitch, from social media in general, which, to be fair, I'm mostly on Instagram and Blue Sky. Instagram took a huge step back. Blue Sky so far has remained kind of a safe haven for me, I guess, through all of this. And so thanks, those of y'all who are there, thank you very much for that. But took a step back and just kind of like removed myself from these places that were so interactive. And I say that in the way that I desperately loved the interactivity. I love Twitch. I love the people that I have found through Twitch. I love my community. I love the friends that I have made. It's such a unique part of my life, and I feel so grateful for it. It's genuinely, legitimately, this is no cap, as the kids say. It changed my life in so many ways, multiple times through my life since I found Twitch. It's actually changed my life. And I feel forever grateful for that. So for all my friends there, thanks for being you. And thanks for, if you're over here, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. But yeah, so being on Twitch changed my life, and it's fantastic. But being on Twitch and that level of interactivity, even as a chatter. I've talked to friends about this before, friends who also stream, and we've talked about kind of like there's almost a feeling of, how do I describe it? It's difficult to describe because it's almost like everyone has a role, right? And it's not a predetermined role. It's not something that's like, oh, well, this person is this and you're this. It's just very much like you find the kind of chatter that you are when you go into a Twitch stream. And so you almost get to escape into an identity. And whether the identity is you or not, you get to become this other person. And I think it's fascinating because you can be yourself. You can be fully yourself within the confines of that role that you're fulfilling. And I think sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not. I think it's fascinating. I think it's unlike a lot of other places that we can interact, right? So it, as a viewer and also as a streamer, you find your niche, right? And it's cool, but it is also in a way it takes from you, right? And I think for a long time I have been burning out as a human. Just like as a human being in general, I've been burning out for sure. In work and in life, because I mean, have you looked around lately in the US? Like fucking whatever. But yeah, I've been burning out for sure. And so when I took my step back from Twitch in July, I took a step back as a viewer as well. It was kind of easier because my friends were playing games that I couldn't play or I wanted to play, and so I couldn't watch them, and so I was like, fine, I'll just go hide in my hole, you know, like just whatever. But no, it's been lovely to take that step back, and now that it is October, not only have I had a bit of rest in a lot of ways, but I have been able to kind of figure out like how I want to show up a bit better. I'm still not really 100% sure what that looks like, and that's fine because it can change and that's okay. But recently I felt better about coming back into the Twitch space and like interacting and rediscovering my role, as you will, in Twitch chats and the ones I've previously been in and brand new Twitch chats as well. So that's been really interesting and fun, and I think it's so interesting. So anyway, but in my time off, I have rediscovered what it's like to have an attention span and to have energy to do stuff. That's been wild. So yeah, I in my time away from social media and from Twitch, I have gotten much more energy. I have begun to rebuild my attention span. I am nowhere near perfect with any of that, obviously, but it's a work in progress, and it feels really good. And it feels kind of like frustrating is not really the word, but it is kind of like, damn, they were all like, man, it's the phone. And I was like, it can't be the phone. It's fine. And I'm like, damn, it's the phone. You know, like, that's a bummer, dude. But it's kind of the phone, y'all. And it is what it is. But the whole point of this is that I'm still taking time. I'm still doing what I want to do, and still building resiliency and a schedule, a routine, all of these things. I'm still building and rebuilding those things in my life. And the last piece that will rejoin the schedule and the routine is the internet, because I love the internet, and I wouldn't have my relationship. I wouldn't have half the friends that I have. I wouldn't have the enjoyment and the fulfillment of my curiosity that I have without the internet at large, whether it's YouTube or Twitch or social media, whatever. I wouldn't have all those things without the internet. But that is the last part of the rebuilding of the routine and life that I have is going to be the internet. So things will look different. I am on Ko-Fi. I am working on trying to get out one video per month on YouTube. So follow and subscribe and like and whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know. I'm not good at this. But if you want to, I'm on YouTube, same username, fabulous. But yeah, it's my goal is to share my feelings, of which I have plenty. We all know this, about games I play. And my hope is in 2026, some like more interactive stuff, some like maybe physical media stuff is the goal and the hope and the plan. So yeah, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm beyond, there are no words for how I feel about Twitch and the online space as a whole. It has shaped my life immeasurably, and I am forever grateful. But I have to make sure that how it fits into my current life works for me. And so that's what I'm doing. And that is what I've been taking my time trying to do for the last couple months, and will probably do through the end of this year. So thanks for your patience. I appreciate it. I will be on Twitch when I am able to. I will release videos when I'm able to get them edited. That part is going slower than I want it to. I'm not gonna lie. Editing is hard, and I'm trying to work on that. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you on Twitch when I can. I'll see you on YouTube when I can't. And I love you. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.